So you want to know why you want to switch to keyboard and mouse? Well, before we get into this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications to never miss a video. But nevertheless, let's get into this video, shall we? So you guys want to switch to PC, right? Well, I'm not going to sugarcoat all this for you. This is going to be honest, 100% truth, and that the reason why people are having a hard time switching over to keyboard and mouse is because of pricing. And I want to talk about pricing, and it's a very touchy subject to people because they don't have the best financial situation around. But for those of you that already have that work computer or that laptop at home, you already have a more than capable enough computer or laptop to be able to sustain and have acceptable gaming performance for you. There's so many videos out there that you can look at where you can optimize your rig and all that stuff, or you can make it so that your games can run on better power than it could be if you don't optimize your settings for gaming. And let's talk about utility as well. Utility is a very important thing, and I'm going to be talking to you console players out there that swear that you'll never switch to a keyboard and mouse. I would just say that you guys are making the biggest mistake of your life, because there is so much more you can do on a PC than you could on a console. As I am a college student, and I know firsthand, I was one of those people that would say that they would never switch to a keyboard and mouse PC setting, and boy, I was dead wrong. When I opened the idea of it around last year when I got my first PC. I didn't know much about PC. I just bought a pre-built PC from Best Buy. It was a HP Omen $1,000 computer, and that was what really made me want to switch to keyboard and mouse. Like, just having that $1,000 pre-built PC, which I didn't do enough research on it, and I should have done more research on it before I bought something. But let's not get into that because we're talking about right now. So this was probably a crucial moment in buying that computer, which is why I decided to switch over to keyboard and mouse. And I did that because I used to have a MacBook, and I would do my homework on my MacBook, and I would game on my Xbox as a college student, which, you know, it was very tough to, you know, have a MacBook that was pretty old. It was like 2012, I want to say, is when that MacBook was out. And I was doing homework on it and gaming on my Xbox, and I thought, man, I don't like doing this. I want to switch to something that was more convenient. So I bought a $1,000 PC pre-built from Best Buy, and you know, it was honestly a good decision but a bad decision at the same time, because I didn't do enough research. I could have bought something, you know, better for the price, which NZXT, you know, that's where I got a lot of parts from. And you don't even have to build your own computer, because NZXT does that for you, and you can spend as much as you want on their website. You go to their website right now, which I will leave a link in the description. You can go on their website and they can give you PC pricing, which is awesome. You can spend as little as $300 to as much as $5,000. You know, there's a wide range of, you know, pricing that you can use to switch from keyboard to mouse. So let's talk about the next topic here. Alright, so this is a very great subject to talk about, and that is the keyboard and mouse learning curve. So for most of you out there that are thinking about switching over to keyboard and mouse but are too scared to, you know, learn something new, I would say don't be scared at all, because you're doing something courageous and you're trying to improve your gaming abilities, and that in itself is courageous. So you guys should really think about learning keyboard and mouse and doing a little bit more research on it before you actually start getting into the nitty-gritty of things. And you know, a lot of people tell me, you know, why switch to keyboard and mouse? I have to learn gaming all over again. And you guys couldn't be more wrong. Whoever said that to me before, you already have the game mechanics down. You just have to learn how to, you know, be able to take baby steps again and learn how to move and shoot and be able to do all those things: ducking, strafing, shooting, all at the same time, which it took me like 2 months to really pick up the mechanics of using a keyboard and mouse. But you know, those 2 months were worth it because I'm better as a Fortnite player than I ever was on a controller. And you know, there's such a competitive advantage to keyboard and mouse that learning curve that you go through, the 2 month or however long it takes you to learn how to use a keyboard and mouse, it's going to be worth it for you in the end. And you know, I was always a controller player. I played on a controller for over 10 years, guys. 10 years. And I was always, you know, I never thought or even opened up the idea to switching over to keyboard and mouse because I thought, a console, man, this is awesome. I don't have to, you know, use a keyboard and mouse. I don't have to learn something new. I think it's too hard to learn it, or there's too much to do on it, and I couldn't be more wrong. I couldn't be more wrong, and that was, you know, me at like 13 or 14 when my parents were telling me, you should switch to keyboard and mouse, Dan, you would really like it. And I was always like, no, I like console. Console's everything. And boy, I wish I could go back in time and tell my 13-year-old self, you were dead wrong, Dion. But you know, in all seriousness, this was really, I had to do a lot of soul searching with gaming because I'm a huge gamer. I love gaming. I've been gaming since the GameCube and the original Xbox, you know. That's how long I've been gaming, and this was honestly the best decision. Even though there was a bit of a learning curve with keyboard and mouse, I really recommend that you guys take that time, however long it takes you to learn how to use a keyboard and mouse, and really take your time learning it, because once you learn how to do it, it's so much more fun to be able to play, so much more fun, and you'll have a better gaming experience than you would on a controller by far. I'm just saying that right now, and you guys will have so much more confidence as gamers, even though there's going to be that learning curve where you're not going to have much confidence in your ability to game. It's coming from me because I'm not the greatest gamer by any means, but you know, just working hard and playing a lot and learning the mechanics of everything, this was really helpful. And it honestly, this is, man, I just try it, guys. Please try it. If you're thinking about switching over to keyboard and mouse, just try to, you know, research it a bit more and play it more. You can do keyboard and mouse on a cheap keyboard, on a expensive keyboard, it doesn't matter. You guys can play on budget, you know, that's what I say. You guys can play on something that's, you know, affordable for all of you guys out there, and you guys should really invest your time and try it out because I really recommend it. So let's get on to the next part of this video. Alright guys, let's talk about frames per second, and this is the reason why I actually wanted to switch over to keyboard and mouse and PC gaming, and that is the frames per second. So on Fortnite, you guys that are console players, you guys play on 60 FPS, which is what is limited for Fortnite. And for those of you that know what I'm talking about, being it played from 240 FPS back to 60 FPS, it's not the greatest feeling. You feel like it's really sluggish, and you don't really feel like you're getting enough out of the game, and it just feels bad, honestly. And for those of you that want to, you guys should really invest in a good monitor as well, and I would recommend a 1080p 144 Hz monitor as opposed to a 4K monitor that is 60 Hz. And honestly, playing on 4K is not worth it. If you could play on 1080p with 144 FPS or 240 FPS, by all means play on 1080p, because that's what I built my computer on. I didn't build my computer on 4K gaming. I built it on 1080p gaming at whatever you could get so much more FPS playing on 1080p than 4K. But for the frames, it just feels so much better. It's so much more satisfying to play on, and it's just, honestly, it gives you a competitive advantage against a lot of players. And the monitor I'm currently using right now is a Asus PQ something. I'm gonna show a picture of it right here, and it's 240 Hz with G-Sync and iCare, all that good stuff. And this is probably one of the best monitors that you can use. That's 24.5 inches, and this is really probably one of the best monitors you can get on the market. That's 24 inches, we'll round it up to 25 because it's 24.5, but you get the idea. And this is mainly the reason why I wanted to switch over to keyboard and mouse PC gaming, is because of frames per second. It just, there's PC gamers out there know what that is and what that satisfying feeling is when you're playing, and it's so much smoother. Even for regular players, it's just so much more smoother than a console is by any means. So really, I recommend that. And let's get into the last part. Alright guys, we're at the tail end of this video here, and I want to talk about gaming for cheaper. I'm going to try to keep this short. Gaming on Steam, there are so many Steam sales out there. You can get games for around $10 to $15 as opposed to playing on console. They have gaming sales for like $30, or any like old backwards compatible games from Xbox, which I played. They sell them pretty pricey, honestly, and there's a huge difference between Steam and Xbox, and Steam is awesome. I love Steam. Shout out to Steam guys, but they're just so much better because they provide so many more sales and more affordable gaming, and there's just so much more you can buy on Steam than you would on an Xbox, and you could play PS4 and Xbox games on PC, guys. That's the beauty of it. You can play both. And it's not, well, yeah, there's like Gears of War, for example. That's a game that was Xbox exclusive, and now Gears of War 5 is coming out on PC, and that's what I'm going to be playing on here for the first time, and I'm excited to play it. But gaming on itself is cheaper, and there's so many better, you could play both Xbox and PS4 games on here, which is the beauty of it. So this is really another reason why you guys should switch, is because gaming is cheaper and you can buy so many more games on here for like $5, or that's what those Steam sales provide, is like $5 games, $10 games, $15 games that are really good game names, and that's why I think you guys should switch. But I'm gonna get out of here now. This has been a very educational video. I hope that you guys took a lot out of this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if this video helped you out a lot. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm out of here. Peace be with you. Take care, y'all.